But has the production lived up to the hype? Well, not from what we saw today. First, we learned that basically nothing substantial that we didn't know 18 months ago. So where was all that master documentary storytelling that Nicole Wallace was talking about? Now, let's begin with the star panelist, Liz Cheney, who seemed to suddenly remember that she is actually in the middle of a tough primary race in Wyoming. Look at that log cabin backdrop. It's so authentic. Look at it. Then there was the new special guest panelist, Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy. She should join KJP in the reading room and never leave. She couldn't even get the pronunciation of the key witness right.
Campaign senior advisor Jason Miller told us that Mr. Cipollini thought John Eastman's theories were nutty. Mr. Cipollini tried to participate in this meeting.
That sounds like a slur against Italian Americans to me.
Oh, yes, a slur against Italian Americans. Defend white lives. As someone who is Italian and Asian, Cipollini, deal with it, man. We got weird last names. It is not anti-Italian. In fact, it kind of seems like Laura Ingraham commenting on Liz Cheney's backdrop. Definitely is trying to distract. This is primetime Fox News, you guys. This is the coverage that they were doing of the January 6th hearings. But wait, there is, of course, a little bit more, even more minutia that she found to get mad at. Everything but the actual substance of these hearings.
Now, there was testimony that was so blurry that I was having vision issues. Then there was this testimony with such bad audio that they needed scrolls on the bottom of the screen. In fact, the cleanest video today seemed to come courtesy of InfoWars and Alex Jones. What? But maybe we aren't being charitable here. Come on, to Mr. Goldston. I mean, he did treat the committee to a witness that looked like, well, she was from the future.
My concern was that the former president.
That was someone who worked at Twitter, who was trying to remain anonymous, but was talking about how much Twitter let slide in the run up to January 6th. All of the hate speech, all of the plans, all of the threats of violence, and that he was seeing it, or they were seeing it unfold in real time. That was the substance of that. The substance of the rest of them were saying, yeah, Donald Trump was completely off his you-know-what, talking about election fraud, and none of it was founded. None of it was real, and he knew that there would be violence. Dan, going to this level of minor detail, having a problem, I mean, it's so revealing.
Yeah, the top level, this is exactly what Fox News is doing. They're kind of caught dumbfounded here by these hearings, because unlike a lot of these hearings, this isn't something where they have insiders into it. They don't kind of know what's coming up along the pipe, and so they're reacting to it because they don't have long monologues written with substance. You get these sort of snarky quips here and there, and like, I don't know. I unfortunately, like, as a TYT producer, I listened to, well, no one made me do this. I did this to myself, but I listened to a lot of Laura Ingraham podcasts. I know that she tries to do this like snarky kind of like gotcha kind of thing here. That's her style, but I don't know. As a comedian, Francesca, this stuff seemed really weak. Like, this was so just weak. This is, look at the background. Oh, look at this strange person who's an alien from another universe. It's like very clearly just like an anonymous person who they like change the voice to protect their safety. Because by the way, your man's Donald Trump is calling witnesses during January 6th. So there's a reason that people are concerned for their safety here.
It's such a distraction, right? I mean, obviously, yes, it's terrible comedy. Let's just remind everyone, Laura Ingraham did send Mark Meadows texts the day before of the actual riot, writing, Mark, the president needs to tell people in the Capitol to go home. This is hurting all of us. He is destroying his legacy. Yeah, that's right underneath Brian Kilmeade, in addition to Sean Hannity and other Fox News hosts, begging this administration to stop. They knew exactly what was going on that day. They know how grave and serious it is, and yet none of them even are bothering to cover it, not on prime time. Again, Fox News is like a Waffle House, and we're calling it as we see it.